and it was gutted by fire. Very, very severe fire. I could feel it from here, even though it was just a video I was watching. And today, now we've heard another report of a fire incident at the Orazi area of River State, Ebony Road to be precise. And all three stories have something in common. All three stories, we could not see or feel the energy of emergency services. And I've complained about this before, but it's okay to complain about it again as we yet again end 2023 and begin 2024. Maybe we should end our lackadaisical way of treating emergency situations and start the new year with more good attitudes towards saving lives and properties. Now, yesterday at Rumeme, the story from eyewitnesses or people who witnessed it said the fire service did not arrive on time, and so they had to use common sense to fight the fire and stop it from spreading, or else it would have gone beyond the shop where it started to other places and even burnt houses. The story was the same at Marine Base, the plank shade. The fire service was said to have come late. As a matter of fact, at Marine Base, I hear, if my memory serves me right, that the fire service officers, or the workers of the fire service, the federal fire service, were asked to go back, because by the time they came, the people in that area had already tried to fight the fire. Now, on my way to work, and I decided to open the news bulletin of 92.3 Nigeria Info. And the report from the newsroom is that there's been another fire outbreak in Port Harcourt. And this time on Ebony Road in Orazi, with at least one shop razed. Now, residents are afraid the fire could further spread if the fire service does not arrive soon. I do not know if the fire service has arrived, because this report was filed some 30 minutes ago, thereabout. Yet again, emergency services slow to respond, and I think it's something the state governor should look into. And for some of you listening to my voice, it's normality now, we're used to it. But if you've ever been faced by the possibility of your house, your car, or something being gutted by fire, you would know what it means for we to have an efficient fire service delivery sector. I don't know, but I do think that the state government should set up different emergency trucks at different points in River State to be able to meet, to be able to tackle fire. Fire has destroyed a lot of things in River State, and it's usually during the December period, which also means that we also need to cultivate the habit of playing safe, of making sure that we know what to do when things like this happen, and we also are proactive enough to prevent the fire incidents from happening. But let's move on to the next big story, which is similar to this one. So you would remember that in 2016, this period, I should say, there was a fire incident at the Mile 1 market, and the Mile 1 market was gutted, and it was rebuilt 3 years later in 2019, the then administration of Nyesom Wike rebuilt it, and it was completed in 2019. However, since its completion in 2019, the stalls have been under lock and key. Several reasons were given. People were saying, "Oh, it's their slot. It's not their slot," and there was the politics around it. I hear there was even a court case. However, someone who represented the governor at an event, to be precise, The state chairman, National Youth Council of Nigeria, Rivers State Chapter, Chijoke Unwo, said that the governor will open the Mile 1 market by or before the end of January 2024. Yeah. That the Mile 1 market will be open before January 2024. Now, given all the arguments and debates that have gone on for many years, about 7 years, about 7 years now, one is wondering and one is asking, is this good news? What do you make of this move by the governor to decide to open the stalls? I mean, these stalls have been under lock and key since they were rebuilt. I'm being serious. I don't know how they did it, but I think there's the part where you have shops and those places have been under lock and key. He also promised that there will be no politics with this one. Politicians would not have any interference, that it would be allocated equitably to traders. And, yet again, sounds like good news. But for those of you who are traders, for those of you who usually would visit the Mile 1 market, for those of you who, usually would follow this story whenever it makes the headline, what do you think about this? Do you think this is a great move? Do you think this is a wonderful move? I'd like to hear from you. Or do you think this is just politics, just a way to buy the minds and the hearts of Rivers people? But let's take a listen to the representative who represented the governor at that event.
It's not easy for you to leave your state and also come to Rivers State to trade, because Rivers State is a place where people can come and do their business. And the governor is a man that has passion for traders. The governor is a man that listens to people. You have raised your concern. This market is built by the former governor. And I want to assure you, between now and the ending of January, this market will be allocated to the traders. And let me also tell you that no politician will be giving this market because we are not traders. The market will be duly given to those who are traders. Pray for our governor. Pray for the leaders of our states.
All right, so you heard that. Pray for our leaders, pray for the governor of our state, because he has decided to make it possible for traders to go back and trade at Mile 1 market by opening those stalls. All right, but let's look at the third big story. The third big story, you and I would have to travel to Plateau State. In Plateau State, remember, yesterday we talked about it, about 195 people reportedly died in the hands of bandit attacks in two local governments in that state, Boko's local government and one other local government, and the attacks were said to have happened between the hours of between the evening period of Saturday and Tuesday morning. And when we asked the question as to why there were no security in that area, or the intervention of the security forces in Nigeria in that area, we were told that the terrain is a difficult terrain. And I do not know if that excuse or that statement from the security forces now has emboldened the perpetrators of the crime, because there was a fresh attack in one of the local government, a different community by the way, but it was still in one of the local governments affected by the Christmas Eve.
Going on a vacation or a business trip, catching a flight to see family, or taking a break in Zanzibar? Wherever you
Sorry for, the abrupt commercial. I was not looking at the computer. But hey, we're back. 26 minutes gone past the hour of 3. I am Kalada Kurubatabu, and you're listening to Hard Facts in 92.3 Nigeria Info. So, yeah, I was telling you about the big 3 stories, and I was on the third one. And we were on a trip to Plateau State, and I told you about, the attacks that happened Christmas Eve in Plateau State in 2 local government areas. Book was one of them. Another attack happened yet again. Was it a few days ago? Was it yesterday or the day before? In Bokos yet again. Well, a different community from the 20 that were attacked Christmas Eve. And while we're still yet to accept the fact that these people were bold enough, despite the national outcry, or should I even say the international outcry, they have written a letter promising another community that they will attack soon. And I'm trying to understand the grievance. I'm trying to understand, why, they would fight to the extent of killing people in large amounts like we've seen, 195. And they're promising to do more, promising to destroy more properties. What could it be? What could be so important and valuable that will cost these amounts of lives? I'm just wondering. I'm thinking, and then yet again, it puts a question mark on our policing and the security architecture in Nigeria. I was reading and studying for the show today, and I realized that we have about 20.3 million out-of-school children. That number has increased astronomically. Last time I checked, it was somewhere around 13 plus million. Now it's 20.3 million. Now, these are the people, not all of them though, but most likely, these are the people who may likely foment trouble for us, may likely cause trouble for us, for whatever reason. I don't know how to explain it, but most likely these are the people who are more susceptible to being manipulated to fight such kinds of battles, which would always result in many innocent people dying. So I'm wondering, we can talk about kinetic all day, but what about the non-kinetic measures? What is the government really doing to ensure that people do not look to crime, that people do not take the laws into their hands? So it comes back to the justice system. How fast is the wheel of the judiciary, spinning and turning and twirling? How fast? It comes to the police. How well are they operating in terms of standards of operation? How well are they going about doing their duties? How well are they doing that? Or are they still, corrupt and tilting to who has the most money and who can pay best? Is that what it is? Because as long as all of these things continually happens, people would no longer care about government and its laws, and people will begin to take laws into their hands. And, it brings me back to what the governor said a few days ago, that in about 63 communities, bandits were in control. They occupied schools, they were, and I'm wondering yet again, what is the government doing? What are the security agencies doing? And we can sit in the southern part of the country and say, it's none of our business. It's in the faraway middle belt. It's in the north central, so it doesn't concern us. But you should understand that Plateau is very important to food production. A lot of places where insecurity thrive in the north, those places are where sometimes we get a large chunk of the food we eat from. And it means that we don't have food security. It means that the food items will continue, the price of food items will continue to rise, and which will also affect other prices. Cost of living in general will have to. It is the bottom of the hour. What are you thinking? I'd like to hear from you. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp, send your messages to 0809-0306416. The first story has got to do with the Mile 1 market stalls. We hear that the governor will by the end of January 2024, sometime around that period, open the stalls, and it will not have any political interference. It will be based on merit, I guess. It will be distributed equitably. That's what we hear. But what are your thoughts on that? And the second one has got to do with, I think I mixed it up, but still going. The fire incidents that have happened in River State in the past 2 days, 3 in 2 days. And the fire service came late or were not found in any of these cases. And one is not wondering what is happening to emergency services in River State and in Nigeria entirely. I'm of the thought that the governor should begin to look at opening different fire depots where, we can have fire trucks to be able to quickly tackle fire incidents when they happen, or else people will continue to lose properties and continue to suffer. But I've got Tangod from Port Harcourt. Tangod, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
I want to react to the classic case.
Okay.
It really beats my imagination when the National Defense Headquarters come out to say that the terrain, that is difficult terrain, because I'm not asking myself what's the role of the Nigerian Air Force in this whole situation.
All right.
Because if my memory serves me right, correct me if I'm wrong, the Nigerian Air Force bombed some illegal refineries here. It's good. Now, we also have Nigerian Navy. Now, there are many ways we can say, yes, fine, there are rocks, there are many natural habitats that can make it. I believe they can drop security operatives there now.
All right. Yeah,
can't we do that?
They can, of course.
Now, if we could drop security operatives, it's nothing that is so baffling that as big as Nigerian Defense Headquarters is, because if you watch how other countries, I don't want to go to the European countries, as close as Egypt, they have defense systems like artillery defense systems. They can stay from where they are, fire that's rockets, and they will hit the strategic target.
You mean drone attacks? Are you talking about drone attacks?
Drone attacks. Yes.
But that's what they used in Nigeria and killed people. They called it the mistake. The one we tagged the mistake Kaduna bombing. It was drone attacks. Yeah.
Beautiful. So if we have that, because I understand that dropping personnel there may be difficult, but you know the locations of as of the point of the attack, are they not military bases close to Plateau that they can release those drones to an attack, depending when the personnel come through?
Okay.
These are measures. Fine. You don't want to use a drone attack. You can also use the Nigerian Navy.
You also want to look at the time of the attack. I do not know what they mean by terrain. I'm not a security official, but that's what they say, and I don't know if it is emboldened.
Canada, right?
Yeah.
Nigeria has a defense system.
Okay.
Whether it's active or not is a different topic for another day. At the breach of the defense system, like if you remember the Israel Iron Dome, once something intercepts or enters the airspace, they pick it, right?
Yeah.
Now, beautiful. With the attack currently going on, they can just check their radar and do the necessary, depending when the security operatives come.
Okay. Well, like I said,
because there's no repel attack on the security operatives, giving these people the heart to keep on doing what they're doing.
All right, thank God I've got to go, but thank you very much for your time. I have Emeka from Imo State. Emeka, welcome. What is on your mind? Tell me.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
I want to repeat my word. There is something for something for the man in Nigeria.
Okay.
I'm talking of this Plateau killing.
Okay.
Canada, I'm waiting for you to give me that one individual has been arrested. It's on Sunday today. I've not had the news, either your station or any other station. Somebody told us that oil subsidy is organized crime. The security in that part of us, or even in entire Nigeria, is an organized crime. If you ask me, government needs to explain to us more. Canada, do you remember when Autumn was attacked? His convoy, people were killed. Speculation was, it is Fulani, it is not Fulani, These Fulani people came up to say, we are the one, we are the one that attacked you, and we are coming to attack you again. The same thing happened in the Plateau now. These people are written a letter, allegedly.
But they did not say it was Fulani. No, Emeka, I would not. You know me. I'm not an ethnic person, right? They did not say. There's no report that says the Fulanis wrote that they are coming back again. So let's not, make it a tribal thing, please.
Okay, for correction, thank you.
All right.
But from AIT, when I had this news on Sunday, AIT said allegedly Fulani, what do they call them? Fulani something. I'm going to AIT. They said so. I had it flash from my office there. So if that's the mistake, anyway, let's leave it. But what I'm trying to say is that government should explain to Nigerians more about this thing all over Nigeria.
All right.
Because I've not seen any clear departure from what is happening now and what happened during the Paris time.
All right.
I'm not saying even economic-wise. What is this security man that said he will work as a lion when he was being decorated by this government? He said he's going to work like a lion. Either I see what army staff or IG. Where are those people today?
All right.
All
right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jamaica. I've got a gift from Yanagua. Gift, welcome. What is on your mind? Please tell me. I'd like to hear.
Good afternoon, Canada, my brother. Continue the decision
Same
to you and your fellow staff in the studio.
Same to you. Welcome. Gift, what's on your mind? Please tell me.
My brother, two quick things. As far as I'm concerned, what is happening in the Plateau is so unfortunate, barbaric, satanic. That's how I would describe it. I don't want to blame either federal, state, or local government. But federal government, state, and local government should put their heads together to see how they bring this thing to an end. It is not even something of today, based on history. We're talking about 2 decades, 10 years, 20 good years. So it is not about whether it is Buhari, it is not about even Tinubu. But the truth of the matter, it is because of people who are so greedy and devilish and wicked. You want to occupy the land of another man. Who does that? The federal government, the state government, the local government should collaborate and stop this thing once and for all. Then the market matter. My own market. When I heard the news, I was so happy that at the end of the day, this matter that is looking as if it will not be resolved is coming to an end. If only what we are hearing will be the truth and nothing but the truth. If you remember, these guys went to different radio stations, the people that went to court, both family members and people who are strangers. Because when the other governor, the Union Park governor, went to visit that place, what they did was, okay, the people that are on ground, come and there is one lucky face. You throw some numbers, if you pick, then you've gotten the shot. But the original owner said their great-grandfathers gave them that place. Then they gave out that place for them. Just different kinds of trouble. Some persons went to court to institute, except they are doing up with court settlement. If not, I am telling you, the same thing will play out.
All right.
Even if you tell the court at the arrest, you refuse to even fight these guys, allow them to do whatever they want to do, except they are tired with their fight and quarrel, and now they have decided to take the governor, go ahead with the peaceful resolution. We agree to the terms and conditions. If not, one person will just come up with case again. It will continue, but I don't want it to go that fast. All right.
All right. Thank you, Gift. I've got Ikechi from Eneka. Ikechi, welcome. What is on your mind? Tell me.
Mr. Keith, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Compliments of the season, Mr. Ikechi. Welcome.
Compliments of the season to you. I would like to comment on the Plateau killings.
Okay.
My brother, this is a failure of our security systems. Let me tell you something. Nigerian army, don't they have soldiers in Plateau State?
Of course they do.
Aren't there police officers in Plateau State?
Of course they are.
Look, during Buhari's administration, there was an all-out war against the police. And it was a mega war. Something that, till today, we can still remember it. Under the Navy there was a series of systems that was created. One is called Falcon Eye, that is used to monitor pounding in our territorial waters. And we were able to use Falcon Eye along with other seaplanes. As I'm speaking to you now, Falcon Eye has been approved by the world class defense technologies. Under Buhari, the Nigerian Army also has had several upgrades. Because I'm in contact with them, so I'm informed of all these latest developments. My question is, why are bandits still there? Why can't we take them out? Look at Israel, for instance. They are fighting Hezbollah, fighting Hamas, maintaining it at two fronts. If Lebanon is not careful, they will go in and attack Hezbollah because they are trying to protect their people. Here, we don't value life. That is why people can die and we will not do anything. What are the chief generals doing? Why can't they deploy the forces to fight terrorism? There was a suggestion by former military general Plateau. He said something. We must wipe out terrorism and revolutionize the Nigerian economy. If we continue fighting these terrorist groups and we don't transform the economy, we are not heading anywhere.
All right.
And this, yes, let me conclude.
Yeah.
This administration is not revolutionizing the economy. It's not fighting terrorism. At the pace it should fight it. Therefore, there will be suspicions that nothing is happening.
All right.
May God deliver Nigeria.
Okay. Thank you, Ikechi from Enekat. Thank you very much. I've got Muriel from Okrika. Muriel, welcome. Compliments of the season to you once again.
Hi, KDB. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Thank you. KDB, anyone that patronizes students of the Nigerian market, you know that these people are really so hard. And Father, do you know the most basic part of it? Is that they are outside, you let them out of their store, and when they're outside, tax forces come, chase them, steal their goods, they have to go and be paying their goods continually. Then those people are suffering honestly. And Canada, I hear that some of those stores, they've been vandalized. Some people are having this, and some people are moving some things at the back of the building. So I think before the government would put those people back, they have to do some work on it. Honestly, you can't just put them like that. They have to spend more on those shops before they will give it back to them.
All right.
So you see, that's the best responsibility. And the Plateau killing. Do you know the person I keep asking?
You tell me.
Why can't the people defend themselves? Why did they just sit back, show their hands, and allow to be killed? Do they not have those social security that is set up in other communities? Can they not defend them? And some say that this one has to be foreign, honestly. If there's a way they can build a little fire beside it, it really helps them.
All right.
Thank you, Kedi.
Thank you very much. I do not know about self-defense, but I mean, that could work, right? John from Alu, sorry, I kept you for too long, but let's now go to the WhatsApp platform and then let's see what we've got there. This one says, my heart goes to those who lost properties at this trying moment. I mean, it's really a trying moment, and people are now facing a loss of properties worth millions due to fire. It's crazy. But then you went ahead to say, secondly, kudos to the Golden Governor of River State for reopening and allocation of shops to the rightful owners. God bless you, Your Excellency. God Day 10. God Day, it's not yet opened. They say by the end of January, something like that. So it says, opening of the Mawa market is a mere political pronouncement. Gullible politicians have extorted many traders of the market in the name of allocating shops to them. Some unidentified individuals claim to be the boys of Port Harcourt LGA chairman extorted over 5 million naira from innocent market men and women last year through the dubious way of shop allotments balloting. I remember that story. I remember. You said you can go and verify my assertion if you're in doubt. Festus from Alaska. But no, I remember the allocation story when they were balloting and they were talking about reopening it. But this one says, Canada, good afternoon. Okay, I get back to that story. Let's take Wokuma's call. He's calling from Omagwa. Wokuma, welcome.
Okay, thanks, sir. Government compliments of the season.
Yeah, compliments of the season to you.
Okay, that's what I want to contribute on the rest of this Plateau killing.
All right, let's get your thoughts then.
Okay. Actually, it's disheartening for us to see that our human being is dying just like that. When federal government are there, my simple suggestion and question is this. People are signing, if we send a bill of borrowing 700 and something billion dollars for palliative, it will take our National Assembly to approve it. But why can't they go and borrow that money to fight these insurgency? Every time human being will be dying because where they are safe. To me, that is, I am not happy. Let them go and learn more. Look at what Israel has done. Go there and advise on how to do this. But we only learn how to
Wokuma, let me come in now. When you say learn from Israel, Israel have destroyed buildings. Israel, has killed people in their numbers in the name of catching the terrorist organization. Is that what you want as well? Do you want that in Nigeria? Do you want human casualties?
Yes. If we can not meet up on what the Israelites are doing, and we are trying to learn. My own is those money we are using for palliative that doesn't even reach everybody. Why can't we use it to buy ammunition and this thing to fight them?
Okay. All right.
The other one is thank God, kudos to the governor that want to open this market on January. Well, I pray that his plan and his ambition, people should not go and stop him by saying we are going to or one thing or the other.
Okay.
I pray that God will give him more grace
All right.
to perfect it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Wokuma from Omagwa. Robin from HA, welcome. What is on your mind? Tell me.
Canada, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Thank you. You see, about the Mawa market to be reopened by the government of River State as promised. Government is about the people. But in this part of the world, some persons have taken it. It's not about the people, it's about themselves.
Okay.
A market was built by taxpayers' money of River State, by the government. And for any reason, why has the previous government found it difficult to resolve any issues surrounding it? I was watching it on TV, AIT then, the day that market was commissioned by the former governor. He was telling the mayor of Port Harcourt then, Voko, they remove your eye here. I built it. It's state government money. Go and build your own. Government should be sensitive to do things that will affect the people. You built a market, and for years that place was not local key.
But you've wait, Robin. You've heard the stories.
Yeah.
You've heard that there were court cases. There were the arguments as to who should or who shouldn't be allotted a slot in that market. So it was just beyond who built it. There were the political and other activities surrounding the opening of the shop.
Good and fine. The government who built that place, why have they abandoned the ADR, alternative dispute resolution mechanism?
Interesting.
Why?
Interesting.
Why?
Interesting.
So that means it's deliberate.
Okay. All right.
But if the government of the day would do so to reopen the place, credit to themselves. Good afternoon, Robin Maja the farmer.
Robin Maja the farmer, thank you very much for your time. Let's read some messages now. Kalada, good afternoon. Terrain in Plateau State LGAs make these places inaccessible, they say. But we say that it is a lie because if it were elections, these communities will be visited. Stalls at Mile 1 Market are to be allocated to actual traders. River State notes that politicians have started deceiving Rivers people to be talking politics again because the masses have learnt nothing. For 8 years, Wike hoodwinked Rivers people to toe his line, and they joined him to send decency and integrity to the wind, manipulating the situation for his selfish ambitions. Rivers people where are your factories, you ask? Plantations, modular refineries, trawlers, and industries. Rivers people, where are the jobs created for your children? Akwa Ibom has airlines. Where is River State plane? River State people ignore these politicians and push for the resuscitation of the factories snoring in Trans-Amadian orders. Jobs will keep the youths busy and reduce vices being complained about by police and NDLEA. Help your listeners to focus on productive things, you say. I see. All right. Your thoughts. Thank you nonetheless. So says, good afternoon, presenter. It is so sad that many Nigerians lost their lives in the hands of terrorists and not bandits because... Okay. NS from Rumalu, thank you. This one says, good afternoon, Canada. The governor to reopen and allocate the completed sections of my one market to the rightful owners. It's long overdue. It's a welcome development. Concerning the fire outbreaks in the state, the Commissioner of Special Duties should be up and doing. The 23 LGs ought to have a standard fire service department with functional fire trucks so that there will be quick response when there is a fire outbreak. Mr. D at the George Port Harcourt. All right. I've got a commercial coming up in a few seconds. This one says, greetings, Canada. The deaths in Plateau State. He said, however, Canada, please inform those ethnic and political bigots that the issue in Plateau State is as old as some of them. Buhari didn't initiate it. Tinubu didn't create it. People can continue to hype Governor Fubara and miss plenty of money, but little performance that can measure the huge resources. Fiaga with that one. All right, thank you very much. A quick break. When we come back, we continue.
For more talk, news and sports,